At the moment, there's probably more people struggling financially than usual just because of the cost of everything. And lots of people were out of work for a long time, what with what happened over the last couple of years and everything. So to help you with your bills, you might turn to one of those charities that help you, like Step Change or something like that. I know I've used Step Change in the past. I got myself in a bit of trouble and I went to Step Change. But I stumbled across this one. This one's Money Nerd, who gives out debt advice. And have a look at this. They're talking about the telly licence. If you're struggling financially, it can be tempting to simply skip this bill and hope that no one finds out. In doing so, you risk being contacted by a TV licence debt collection company, as well as receiving a hefty fine. To help you out, we take a look at everything you need to know about dealing with TV licence debt collection. So it sounds promising, doesn't it? It sounds like they're there to help you if you're struggling with your bills and you're struggling to pay the 13 quid a month for your telly licence. So if you want to start a new one by direct debit, it's more than that because you pay in advance for the first one, don't you? So they don't charge you some money. So I can understand how people are struggling to pay their TV licence fee. So let's see what help they've got to offer. It sounds promising so far, doesn't it? But I won't hold my breath. Well, spoiler alert, we wouldn't be talking about this if it wasn't crap, would we? In the digital age, it can be confusing to know what the laws are surrounding your TV licence. Essentially, if you watch or record live TV programmes or download programmes on BBC iPlayer, you need to have a TV licence. If you do either of these things without a TV licence, it's a criminal offence. Right, so that's fair information, actually. That's as it is. That's copy and pasted straight from the TV licensing website. But it is correct information. But I just wish these people would emphasise the word live more and say you can watch anything you want as long as it's not as it's being broadcast or use BBC iPlayer. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be the better way to say it? I don't know. Confusingly, if you don't own a TV but you still watch or download programmes on your phone, computer or tablet, you still need to have a valid TV licence. See, I don't like how that's worded. That's not worded in a good way, is it? I think that is just copy and pasted from the TV licence website. Because now people are thinking, oh, even if I get rid of my telly, I still have to pay for the TV licence. Just say there. You can watch pretty much anything you want as long as you don't watch telly as it's being broadcast or use BBC iPlayer. Otherwise, everything else is fair game. ITV, Hardball, 4, Netflix, Disney+, blah, 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 blah. Don't know today, so I don't think that's that helpful. What happens if I don't pay? The consequences for not paying your TV licence and still watching TV can be fairly severe. Firstly, you risk prosecution. This can mean you're issued a fine of up to £1,000 as well as any court costs you incur. Well, personally, I would have started that paragraph off by saying, look, do you need to pay? If you don't watch anything that's been broadcast and don't use iPlayer, you don't need to pay it, so you don't have to worry about it. And yes, you can risk prosecution and you can be issued a fine of up to £1,000. But the fine is very rarely £1,000. It's mostly means tested, and the kind of people that are looking for this advice aren't going to be means tested to get a fine of £1,000. The average fine for these sorts of people like myself, could be in this situation, have been in the past. The average fine is about 170 quid. Something like that. Doesn't say that though, does it? What if I can't pay for my TV licence? It seems like a daunting prospect if you can't pay for your TV licence. Well, no, not really. If you can't pay for your TV licence, just stop watching things that's being broadcast, stop using iPlayer, and then you don't require a television licence. It's not mandatory. However, the worst thing you can do is skip payments or ignore the problem. No, it's bad advice, isn't it? It's bad advice. Say if you can't pay for your TV licence, just stop watching anything that's being broadcast, stop watching BBC iPlayer, and you don't require one. And then when you get yourself back on your feet, maybe you can restart it again. Maybe you'll find you never need a TV licence again. That's what it should say. They're not helping people. This is supposed to be financial debt advice for people who are struggling to make payments. And they're missing so many tricks to help people. It's sad, isn't it? There are many ways you can arrange a payment. You can pay as little as £6 a week, as well as fortnightly, monthly, quarterly or yearly. The host of options makes it as easy as possible for you to pay your fees. So this is written by Scott Nelson, who is a financial services expert with over 10 years of experience in the industry, including 6 years in FCA regulated companies. So I would imagine that Scott can give pretty good financial advice. But he doesn't know everything about everything, clearly, because he's not advising people here who are really struggling how to save that 159 quid a year. Some people, it really keeps them awake at night, not being able to pay shitty little bills. like 13 quid a month. It's a lot of money to some people. It has been to me in the past. You know, it still is a bit now. You know what I mean? But yeah, help people out as best you can, Scott Nelson. All right, I'm going to email you. Change this, and let people know that they don't have to pay for a TV licence. You know, at no point here have you made it clear to people that they don't need to pay for it. At the top, you've got your copy and pasted information from the TV licensing website that says blah, 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 watch or record live programmes and iPlayer and all of this stuff. But you've not made it clear enough. You know, if people are struggling to pay for it, big letters. You don't need to pay for it. And you're just not helping people. And it's sad, really. I need to see more of these articles with people struggling for money and the advice to help them saying, save the 159 quid a year. Yeah, sad, Scott. Sad, mate. You know, I know TV licensing employ loads of PR agencies, and the PR agencies approach local papers, local debt charities, and things like moneynerd.co.uk to give them information about the TV licence. But, you know, they're giving them the information from their side of the story, the information they want out there. The PR, that's what they do. They're not going to say you don't need to pay for it because it's the TV licenses that are paying the PR's wages. You know, so they're not going to give the true information. They're going to promote paying for it. The same as you're going to get one-sided information out of me because I'm going to promote not paying for it. And it's people like Scott Nelson and Money Nerd that are in the middle that should sort it all out and let us know if we need to pay it or if we can get away with not paying it or if we don't need it. That's what these people's job should be. But let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. And I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.